Over the last year or so, Ellen DeGeneres was exposed for not exactly being the greatest person behind the scenes. Though people didn't exactly like the way she treated celebs on screen, behind the scenes it was way worse. Ever since this came out, people have been way more critical of her, especially with her last season coming to a close. So, stay tuned to today's video as we discuss what she did to Channing Tatum and others. First up, Ellen DeGeneres went too far making Channing Tatum confront his phobia during their interview. Ellen DeGeneres has had a very interesting run on television over the last few years, thanks to The Ellen Show. However, along the way, a lot of things have started to get tainted on screen and behind the screens. Ellen has experienced a lot of major heat over the last few years as she has been labeled as toxic, especially given the insane work environment behind the scenes according to her former employees. Suddenly, though, some of Ellen's odd rules were exposed to the public, while fans were also trying to find an interview that started the host's downfall in the public eye. Throughout her entire lengthy run with The Ellen Show, Ellen has had several memorable guests, as well as devoted ones who have appeared multiple times throughout the years. Channing Tatum was one of them, as he even appeared during the final season before the entire show wrapped up for good. Today, we're going to look back at his time on The Ellen Show and why Ellen fans think that she took things a little too far with the actor, showcasing his insane phobia in a way that some deem is harsh just to get a laugh. Let's take a look back at this specific moment and see what started Channing Tatum's phobia of porcelain dolls. Channing Tatum's fear over porcelain dolls started at his wife's house. On the big screen, Channing Tatum is known for playing some fearless roles throughout his acting time. However, off camera, he seems to be a very down-to-earth guy who is up for a good laugh. Like most people in the world, Channing Tatum has certain phobias that he just doesn't always like to discuss with the public. According to one fan on YouTube, the specific fear he has for porcelain dolls started back at his ex-wife's mother's house, as she had a collection of the dolls in a room. The fan wrote that for anyone upset that they didn't hear the story about his wife's mother, he told it in an interview a while back. He said that his wife's mother had an entire room dedicated to these porcelain dolls, and he was too scared to go inside it, which is what he was trying to get across here at this moment on The Ellen Show. It seems that Ellen was trying to skip that part and dive straight into the prank itself, ignoring the backstory of his fear. Of course, Ellen had a doll of her own and started to tease the actor with it on screen. Although it seemed like a pretty harmless and playful moment at the time, certain fans weren't exactly thrilled with how it all went down on television. Fans weren't exactly pleased with Ellen's approach to this moment, teasing Channing over his phobia on television. On The Ellen Show, Channing Tatum started to talk about porcelain dolls and how he had a general fear of them and disliked them. He said that he just thinks they're freaky whilst on The Ellen Show. He continued by saying that he just thinks they are super freaky, they have real eyes, look like real people. He just imagines that when he walks by, then their heads turn with you the whole time. In one clip that went viral on The Ellen Show, Ellen had a total disregard for Channing Tatum's comments about these dolls, taunting the actor with his fear on television. Fans were not exactly pleased with this moment, which was viewed by 16 million people on YouTube. According to some of the most liked comments under the video, Ellen was reckless with her approach and didn't care about the actor at all. Instead, she just cared about her response and how that clip would go everywhere, promoting The Ellen Show even further. One fan commented, "If I was on The Ellen Show and was scared of spiders and she put tarantula on me, I would rearrange her face." This was a very harshly written comment, but has a lot of motive behind it that makes sense, as no one wants their fears to be put right in front of them out of the blue. Another fan wrote, "He's super uncomfortable, and it's an awful watch even today. You should never confront someone with their worst fear, especially without their given permission. If you think their worst fears are pathetic, not cool. That's the definition of phobia. Not cool, man." You can tell that people didn't like Ellen's approach to this moment, and this should show the downfall of her career, as she was pressing the celebrities for basically no reason apart from getting a quick clip out of them. Let's hope that Channing Tatum was at least briefed about this moment and what was about to take place before the interview. We'll give Ellen the benefit of the doubt at this moment, given the fact that the actor appeared on the show many times, including during her final season, well after the original porcelain doll incident happened. In the past, however, many celebrities on the show were not warned about certain segments, so we don't exactly know if Channing knew in the first place. He doesn't hold too much ill intent towards Ellen, as he would go on to appear in her final season. Channing Tatum returned to The Ellen Show one last time for her final season. Though it seems like a lot has been revealed from behind the scenes that celebrities didn't exactly love their time on Ellen, it was only fitting that Channing Tatum would return for the show's final season, as he seemingly has a good relationship with the host. Channing Tatum had a huge impact on the series, providing Ellen and all of the viewers with so many memorable moments throughout her time on the air. Ellen and Channing Tatum would sit down and take a look at their best moments during his final appearance on the show in the last season. In the comments section of the video release on YouTube summarizing the episode, fans praised the actor for his willingness to poke fun at himself throughout the years. Here is what some of them had to say. "He's adorable. Always loved him, and so glad he's working again so we can see him. Just an amiable and down-to-earth joy to watch and listen to," one fan writes. Watching that memory of them at a show, seeing Ellen getting to grind dance with Channing Tatum. I've never been more jealous of anyone in my freaking life. It was great to see Channing Tatum on The Ellen Show one last time, as it proves that things might not have been as serious as people thought at the time. However, Channing Tatum isn't the only person that Ellen has messed around with on her show, as many other celebrities started to have disdain for her after their appearance on the show. So, let's get into some of the times Ellen challenged a celebrity on her television show. Times Ellen DeGeneres took her jokes and pranks too far with celebrities. To wrap up today's video, let's discuss some moments where Ellen DeGeneres might have taken her jokes and pranks a little too far on television. When Ellen DeGeneres pushed Alison Sweeney during a game on her show. In this first moment, during an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Alison Sweeney and Ellen DeGeneres ended up playing a huge game of Jenga, except Ellen DeGeneres might have taken things a little too far. Whilst the two played the game, DeGeneres ended up shoving Sweeney into the tower of blocks, sending her toppling into them and falling straight onto the floor on top of them. It looked like a really uncomfortable moment for Sweeney, but she seemingly didn't say much about it. Years later, after the event, she said she wasn't upset by the stunt and even got apologized to by Ellen DeGeneres after she helped her up off the floor. Even back in 2012, fans were still shocked at this moment, showing that even back then, people didn't agree with what Ellen was doing. Ellen revealed Mariah Carey's pregnancy before she was ready. This next one is easily one of the craziest moments from the entire Ellen Show, and was something that was brought up quite a lot during the cancellation of Ellen on social media. Back in 2008, Mariah Carey appeared on The Ellen Show, but she was sadly tricked into sharing that she was pregnant with her first child with her then-husband, Nick Cannon. According to Entertainment Weekly, Ellen DeGeneres handed Mariah Carey a glass of champagne after the singer was refusing to comment on whether or not she was pregnant. In the clip that went viral on social media during the huge cancellation of Ellen, Mariah Carey was visibly uncomfortable and even tries to politely decline the alcohol on television. Even in the clip itself, she says that she can't believe Ellen has done this to her and that it's paid pressure. She then pretends to take a sip, causing Ellen DeGeneres to exclaim that she was pregnant. It's a crazy scene in something that she definitely shouldn't have done. If this happened in modern-day television, this scene would not have aired, and Ellen would have been canceled way more quickly. It's easily one of the stupidest things she's done on television, and just shows how crazy she was to try and get viewers to her show. Let us know in the comments section below your thought on these two clips we have discussed in today's video, as well as anything that's Ellen related we have said. That's all we have today for everything everything Ellen DeGeneres and what happened with Channing Tatum, as well as other celebrities on her show. There are many other moments from throughout her time on the air, so if you would want to see us discuss more about Ellen DeGeneres, let us know in the comments. And that's all we have to discuss when Ellen DeGeneres went way too far with Channing Tatum in an interview, and other times she went too far in today's video. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know in the comments section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching. Bye!